right, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm so sorry it took me this long to come back with part four, but your girl was working. So we left off with everything happening with you know, the whole fiasco with what happened at my job and him driving crazy on the road and us getting back home and me just completely letting it go, putting it in the back of my head like it never happened. So, like I was saying, my cousin called me and asked me to go out with her and hang out. I told her, okay, I'll get ready. See you tonight. When I hung up the phone, looked at him, he had this very demonic, weird look on his face that I had never seen before. I told y'all we was kind of always together, so I never really dealt with trying to, because you know when you're in the beginning stages of a relationship, you know you're like in love, you want to be with your boo, you don't really want to, you know, be with your friends at the moment. You know what I'm saying? You know, kind of be up under your man. So this was like the first time, you know, I said, okay, I'm gonna go out and kind of have me a good time without him or outside of him. And baby, he had this look on his face. So I hung up the phone and I kind of noticed it, but I didn't address it right then. And I was just like, yeah, babe, you know, my cousin want me to go out with her tonight. I think I'm gonna go. So he was like, well, where y'all going? Told him a little place, a little spot we was thinking about going, and he jumps up. I don't trust her. I'm like, you don't trust her? No, I don't. I don't trust your cousin. Well, what you mean you don't trust my cousin? You maybe said two words to her, like you don't know her. Yeah, but I feel like she's wild. I know her type, and I feel like she could be a bad influence on you. Hmm. I was baffled. I mean, when I tell you baffled, like blown away, didn't even know how to receive that. So I just looked at him and was like, boy, stop. She not like that. I'm going out with my cousin. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get ready to get ready or whatever. I'm going out. He kind of sat there. Then I noticed while I'm in the bathroom getting dressed, he pacing back and forth, you know, like kind of walking back and forth, stomping a little bit like he want me to hear that he's bothered or he have a problem. So he come in the bathroom like, I need you to ride to my uncle Momo house with me. So I'm like, okay. You know, I just gotta come back and get dressed so I can go. Oh, okay, babe. We just gonna run over there real quick. We coming right back. Okay, cool. Get in the car. We go to his family member's house. He proceeds to start cleaning out my car. We drove my car over there this particular day. Most of the time we would ride in his car. Anytime I would drive my car, most of the time I would be by myself. But for the most part, I was like a passenger princess, always in the passenger side of his car. So his uncle Momo, every weekend would clean cars for the neighborhood and for all the family members. So go over there. I noticed a lot of his family members are over there. They all kind of hanging out, and him and his uncle starts, you know, washing my car and cleaning out the inside of my car. So, you know, I'm, you know his family, real cool with his family. So I wasn't really pressuring, you know, sitting over there for a while. I'm chilling, you know, talking to his aunts, you know, vibing. So when I noticed it was starting to get a little bit late, I'm like, okay, babe, you know, I got to get back to the house so I can get dressed so I can go. Oh, well, what you trying to go out with your cousin for? You here with my family. I don't understand why you want to leave. We having a good time. So I'm like, but I already told you that I wanted to get out the house, you know, by myself and have a little me time. Like, I just want to get away for a little while. So he was like, nah, we just gonna chill here. I was like, listen, you can come back here with your family. I'm going out with my cousin. You could drop me in a car off, hop in your car, come back. Listen, I promise y'all I couldn't make this next part up. His uncle had this wet vac that he used to clean out cars in. So his uncle had the wet vac cleaning out the car. I hop in the driver's side because I'm like, I'm just going to drive. You can hop in the passenger side because I'm ready to go. So I get in the car. I'm not even trying to pull off. I just cut the car on and I got the music on and I'm sitting in the driver's seat. So at this time, he know that I'm really ready to go. He take his uncle wet vac and he kind of like standing there acting like he, you know, I guess vacuum in the passenger side of the car. And he was like, so you don't want to just chill here with my people? We having a good time. I don't understand what you want to leave, what you trying to go out for, like who you trying to see. All this insecureness just came out of nowhere. All this, I don't want you to go nowhere without me or with your family came out of nowhere. Never seen him act like this. Didn't know he felt like this. So I was kind of shocked. So I'm like, we've been over here for a few hours. You know what I'm saying? You could come back. Let me go out with my cousin. I already told you that I wanted to go out. We already had this conversation. Well, I don't want you to go. Matter of fact, you ain't going. Grabbed my car keys, took them out the ignition. I sat there kind of dumbfounded. I laughed it off because it kind of pissed me off, but at the same time, I'm like, I know he just grabbed my keys. So I'm like, give me keys. Snatch my keys back out of his hand. Put it back in the ignition. Crank the car back up. Like, now I'm ready to go. I'm upset. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go now. This man took the wet vac, hopped out the car, and launched it through my windshield. I promise you, like, screamed and launched it, like, threw it in my windshield. Shattered and broke the entire windshield. Now, at that moment, a lot of things went through my mind, but I was just like disbelief that this man threw a wet vac through my window. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that? He ran to my side, opened my car door, reach over me, take the keys, turn the car off, and walk back in the house. Mind you, all his family members are there. They're all outside. They got, stuff on the grill. A few of them out there talking, drinking, laughing, or whatever. Nobody said anything to this man. Nobody tried to stop him. Nothing. He out going off, yelling, screaming at me. I'm embarrassed, mad because he has shattered my windshield, and he is acting irrational, just like he acted that night at my job. So I'm like, why would you do that? You done broke my windshield. He going off. At this point, I already kind of know what to expect a little bit from when he get upset. So I'm sitting there saying, why did you break my window? But I'm still not trying to escalate this whole situation because I was still mind blown that he just threw a vacuum through my window. So he outside screaming, and you trying to go out with your cousin and be a hoe. I don't understand. You want to go and you ain't invite me, and I don't trust your cousin, and she this and she that. And don't know my cousin like that anyway. I've seen her a few times, but don't know nothing about her for him to even feel like that. But going off. So I'm sitting in the passenger, I'm at the driver's side of my car, and I'm looking at his uncle who is standing directly in the front of my car looking at the window. So y'all not going to say nothing? Y'all not going to say nothing about this man throwing this through my car window? Nobody said nothing. It was almost as if they were afraid of him. And what I got out of it, wave hindsight, is they was used to him acting this way. They knew him to be this person. I was just finding out this is who he was. I was just starting to experience that. And then y'all gonna see later on in the story, everything started making sense because they would always kind of act a little timid, around him. Like, me and him would play and talk trash to each other and stuff. Now that I look at it, they kind of used to act a little timid when that happened. Like, they was afraid that he was going to act crazy or lash out on me. And I didn't see it like that then. I see it like that after the fact. But he steady going off. So I closed my door. Mind you, it's glass in my lap, glass all over the front seats, glass everywhere. But I'm so upset and do not want to escalate this situation. So I just literally just sit in the car, close my doors, and just sit in the car. I didn't know if I wanted to cry. I really didn't know what to do. So I just kind of sat there for a minute because I didn't want, it took everything in me not to go slap off. But mind you, I already kind of just felt like it would get way out of hand. And I also felt like I'm over here with his family. They watched him do this. They didn't do nothing. They didn't try to stop him. They did not have my back. So I sat in the car. Maybe about 20 minutes passed with me just sitting in the car, cut the radio on. He come and open my driver's seat door. And I'll get to the rest of it on part 5.